thrilled to have you here, Abby Billigos, Boston Magazine style editor, and Catherine Baratek. We're gonna dish about the BRC top looks from Party in the Park.
So exciting.
Ladies, we saw lots of black and white on the green carpet this year. Julie Gordon, she's on the host committee, and she was looking stunning in her large cartwheel hat.
Kate Middleton often rocks this hat.
It's such a showstopper for any event.
Yes.
And those hats were made popular in the 1910s and 1940s, and they really made a comeback. Laura Baldini is also on the committee.
I love Laura.
Me too. And she was wearing a Joshua Weber Fascinator and a dress by Jason Wu.
Her Fascinator was actually live Phalaenopsis orchids.
It was fascinating.
And fascinator actually comes from a term because in the 1600s in Europe, the ladies would fasten a little piece of lace to their heads.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Andrew Pham, he took a risk wearing all white, all Dior, and he was wearing a fedora, which was made popular in the Prohibition era in the 20s.
It seems counterintuitive, but to store a fedora, you actually fold them.
But the fedora is also, it works for both men and women, so it's classic. You can't go wrong with
So
things
true.
like that.
And also in the black and white trend, we have Rachel Summers in a soigné hat and along with an Alexi dress.
I love the movement of the feathers that she wore with this hat. It just made everything come alive.
Totally. And I love dark hair looks really good with a brightly colored feather like that because it just really pops. And I love how she had that netting over her face so it was like even more sexy.
Sophia Ostrower was wearing an Arturo Rios hat and a Zimmermann dress in red polka dots.
A whimsical hat like this is always so fun at Party in the Park. And actually Arturo Rios definitely knows his whimsy. He has made hats for J-Lo, Gaga, and Rihanna.
He's an LA hat designer. He knows how to combine vintage with modern creations.
And birds and nature. I mean, it's a nature event or outside. They're completely welcome.
Here we have Irina Aguirre, and she was in Marie Galvin. Marie's been designing hats for the ladies of Boston for over 20 years.
She's so great. And I think this was from her derby collection.
With a headpiece like this, though, I'm wondering how many pins did she physically need to hold her hair together because you need so many.
Totally. You have to like do the tease, the back comb, spray it into place.
And a little bit of dirty hair, a little day-old hair actually holds the fascinators in better.
I mean, yeah.
And Jonathan Soroff falls under our floral category. He was wearing a fedora by John Sonnen Privé.
And he did this really fun DIY thing where he glued baby's breath all around the rim of it. It was very 80s.
He's amazing. He is like the ducky in Pretty in Pink, except he's Pretty in Pink in his monochrome blue suit. He just does it right.
Jessica Slater is always on trend. She had a beautiful yellow fascinator by Marie Galvin, and yellow was the hot color at the Kentucky Derby this year.
And she did it right. She knew to wear it on the right side, which is etiquette. I believe that comes from the royal family.
And Ashley is wearing her own design. She's from Soigné, which means to dress very elegantly.
I loved this piece. She actually uses her own vintage findings to create these like really oversized, sexy hats.
She's an NFL cheerleader. She knows what's going to make the cameras pop.
And so the winner of the BRC top look was Jessica Slater.
Of course!
She nailed it with that yellow hat. The yellow is the color of the season for the Kentucky Derby and I guess for PIP.
Yeah.
But she brought it in. She brought the fun with the hat and the shoes. But we did have that classic look
I
too.
know. We also
Yes.
love Julie Gordon.
Yes.
So
Julie Gordon was an honorable mention.
But you can't go wrong with anybody.
no, it's so
Truly,
true.
I mean, this event raised so much money for such a wonderful cause, and everybody wore their best.
It's
It
always
was
so fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl of ladies fashion in Boston.
So true.
Cheers.